So Unit 1, Lesson 9, we're still practicing our fluency with expressions. We're still following the laws of math, PEMDAS, and practicing our commutative, associative, and distributive properties. But we're going to show you some shortcuts. And hopefully, you're going to learn to like these shortcuts. Who doesn't like a shortcut? Okay, for example, we've got our first problem right here. And we could do this one way. We'll call this the long way. There's nothing wrong with the long way. I could distribute. Everybody in this parentheses here gets an x. So an x times x, remember, is x squared, and a 4 times x is 4x. And, well, I've got the same exact thing over here. X times x is x squared, and x times 4 is 4x. We clean up, combining like terms. This x squared can be added to this x squared to get me 2x squared. And this 4x can be added to this 4x to give me an 8x. Now over here we have our little vocabulary leaves. And underneath this leaf is the word binomial, and underneath this one is trinomial. So, your answer here, was it a binomial or a trinomial? Well, it was a binomial. Bi, like in bicycle, means two. And we had two terms here. This term and this term. Remember, terms are separated by multiplication and joined together by either addition or subtraction. Okay, so let's look at that shortcut. Everybody loves the shortcut. We're always looking for the shortcut. Well, the shortcut is going to involve this word, undistribute. So if I look at this and I really understand my math, I'll realize that I distributed an x plus 4, or I distributed an x. I'm going to go with the x plus 4. I'm going to say that this x plus 4 was what was passed out. So it's going to go in a pile here. Whoops, that pile is a little too big there. I want them to match. It's like you're in the classroom and I asked you to pass your homework forward to me. Everybody has homework, but when they pass it to me, they end up in one pile. So what's left when I undistribute the x plus 4? The first x, the plus sign, and the other x. Well then, I see I can do some combining. X plus x by associative, x plus x is 2x. And now look, I can pass out. X times 2x is 2x squared. 4 times 2x is 8x. Hey, that's the same answer that I got over here. This undistributing could be really cool if you really get the hang of it. So, one more time, I'm going to do one the long way, and then I'm going to do it the short way. Okay, the long way. This one's even nastier than the other one. I've got a lot of passing out to do here. X plus 5 passed out gets me x squared minus 4x. Now I got to pass out a 5 to everybody. Plus 5x minus 20. Oh my goodness, now I've got to pass it out again. Wow. Plus x squared minus 2x. Wow, I may even run out of room. Plus 5x minus 10. Plus 5x minus 10. Oh my goodness, I'm not even done yet. I'm going to move this line over so it's not in my way. I've got to now combine like terms. Okay, there's an x squared, and there's an x squared. So I have two x squareds altogether. Wow, look at all these x's I have. All right, let's start the money game. I owe 4, and I have 5. After I pay off, I still have 1 to myself. Oh, but wait a second. Now I owe $2. So 1 minus 2. I owe $1. But then I find $5 more. So after I owe $1, I have 5, I pay off my debt. Oh, I get $4 to myself. Numbers. I owe 20, I owe 10, I owe 30. A lot of work, long way, finally got my answer. Let's do this the short way. The short way involves undistributing. Wow, I can't spell. Let's try that again. Undistribute. There we go. So in other words, what did I pass out to the class? What does this term right here have that this term here has? Right, they both have an x plus 5. So let's undistribute it. Let's take that x plus 5 and pass it forward. So once I have passed that forward, what I have left is that x minus 4, the plus sign, and the x minus 2. I can combine like terms here to make my life easier. 2x's minus 4 minus 2 means minus 6. And now I can finally do that long multiplication. 2x times x is 2x squared. Pass out the x, negative 6x. Now we've got to pass out the 5 to everybody. Combine like terms. 2x squared, I owe 6, I have 10, so that means I have 4, minus 30. Hey, looky here, it's the same answer. And our vocabulary leaves are back. Same words are under them. Trinomial and binomial. Well, trinomial represents our answers. Our answers are 3 terms. Binomial represents what we started with. Remember, binomials are 2. So here is one term, and here is the other term. One more example. It is a little different, but the same. So I am just going to use my undistribute. The undistribute is going to be really big later on in math, so I kind of want you to get used to it. So what do they have in common? They both have an x plus 3. That's what I must have distributed. So I'm going to pass the x plus 3 forward to the front of the classroom. Look what I have left. I have left an x minus 5. Careful, careful. Did I say that loud enough? Minus an x minus 6. Well, what is that x minus 6 and that negative really telling us to do? It's really telling us that before we write this down, we have to understand we're minusing that, so it's negating everybody that comes after it and until the parentheses ends. So this positive x changes to negative x, and this negative 6 changes to positive 6. Now I can combine like terms. Oh, this is pretty. X minus x, love it, cancels out. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1. Hey, this turned into a really simple problem. What is x plus 3 times 1? X plus 3. That's a case where the undistributing really, really helped us and made it really, really simple. All right, we'll leave example 3 and a couple of other ones to do in class tomorrow. I really want to have people come to the board and be able to move these around and show me that they understand undistributing.